Okay, exploiting your opponent's weakness. Yeah, exploiting your opponent's weakness. So let's go through this game where I'll show you how to do that. So the game goes like this. It's pretty simple so far. Uh, yeah, I just created the battery so that I could get rid of the dark square bishop. I took it. Now, you see a long diagonal, right? And the king is exposed in this diagonal. So this immediately signals me that I have to make use of this diagonal. So one way or the other, I have to find a way to use this diagonal. So what I'm thinking here is first, let's kick this knight out, right? Develop first. I mean, first develop and then castle and push the pawn so that my queen can come up and fork. That's my thought. That's my first thought when I see this move. When I see the move king g7. That's my first thought. Now let's see what happens in the game. The opponent moved here and chess.com says it's a blunder. So why do you think so? I mean, if you think it's a blunder, you can pause the video and think of a move that white can play. Okay, I hope you paused and thought. So as I said earlier, we need to make use of this diagonal because this king is weak and we have to exploit the weakness. So I played the move d5. And it's a great move because it's one of the few moves that wins the game. Because I want to fork the king, the bishop, and even the knight. And this knight is loose because the knight here is about to leave. Like it's about to go somewhere else and does not defend it. No, does not defend this knight. So let's say the knight move here, then I can fork and win, right? My opponent saw that, of course. He's 16 something, 1600 something, close to 1700. So my opponent could move here, and this will no longer be a check, and I will get forked, royal fork, right? So my opponent really wants to put his knight on the e5 square, but my knight on f3 is preventing him from doing so. So there is an in-between move where he takes my knight using the bishop. Now, second question, do you take with the bishop or do you take with the pawn? You can again pause the video and think. So I hope you did. It looks really nice to take with the bishop because you don't mess up your pawn structure. You have three pawns, and then you're ready to castle. So three pawns protecting your king, really nice. However, don't forget that this is still a threat, and knight can come here, and this will no longer be a threat, right? Because I'll get forward. So if I take with the bishop, okay. If knight goes here, I need to find a way to kick the knight away from this square so that I can fork, right? So I can check and take the knight. However, if I take with the bishop, I cannot attack this knight. That's why we take with the pawn. Sure, we double the pawns, but if you can calculate far enough, you can ignore the positional considerations. Like really, if you're winning a knight, don't care about double pawns. Yeah, don't care about double pawns if you're winning a single knight. So my opponent moved here, and I kicked the knight away, and then he could go wherever, maybe go back, then I check and take. He just sacrificed the knight, moved here, and then I took, and the game went on. And I went on to win the game just because of the tactic, this tactic, just because the king was open and he made this blunder, and I had initially foreseen that I could push the pawn to free up this square. So this is also clearance tactic. So many tactics in one position. Lovely. So that was it. Um, Hope you liked or learned something from this video. Thanks for watching. Bye.